Taurus, how are you? Welcome. I'm bringing you a reading today for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I'm going to start with a little bit of an overview of what's happening in the cosmos. Tomorrow, the 4th and the 5th, we've got the new moon in Scorpio, depending on where you are, because it's kind of late in the day here on the East Coast on the 4th, so it may already be the 5th for some of you other points around the globe. And the new moon in Scorpio is going to be a little more intense because it's opposing Uranus, and Uranus is the great awakening planet. It is the planet where you can expect the unexpected, right? And sometimes with things in Scorpio, those are things that are like secretive, that might just kind of bubble up under the surface and go, wow, I didn't see that coming. So when you're setting your intentions, be really tuned in to what's coming up for you. Even if it seems like a surprise, it's an important message, and follow your intuition on that. Okay, we also have on the 5th, Venus will be moving into Capricorn. So all matters of the heart will become more serious and yet at the same time practical. That's the energy behind Capricorn. So we'll be looking at the practicalities in love as well as being focused and serious and intentional. Then we've got Mercury on the same day moving into Scorpio. So communication will get deeper. It will be more private. There will be more private communication or things we keep to ourselves. Also, Scorpio, again, being the realm of the secret, the secretive energy will be in all of our communication. So that's something to be aware of. Deep breath. We're good, Taurus. Moving on to your oracle. Great oracle today. You get a little extra bonus hit here. I started with the Shaman's Dream. And you got Bee Spirit, which is card 5, and it is the card of prosperity. So you know fives, numerologically, I always like to let you know the numerology. Numerologically, fives are about change. This is telling you your fortune, your good luck may be changing for the better. Yay, Bee Spirit. So abundance and sweet energy may be flowing into your life, but action is required. And the thing with Bee Spirit is, you may need help with it. So it's important that you remain organized, that there's organization and productivity behind your action. That's essential. Believe that you deserve this prosperity and abundance, and your good fortune will unfold. Your morning musing, if you are in the channel membership, go back to that. You got an abundance card there too. So I'm getting some confirmation that abundance is definitely on the upswing. Love this card for you. Then I went to Sacred Forest Oracle, and you got card 54. 5 and 4 is 9, wrapping up lessons, right? And you got the Crossing. And the Crossing is a card of like a rite of passage or initiation. And it's telling you that with the Crossing card, it's time to say goodbye to old ways of navigating your life. And this card does look a little ominous. There's some fear of the unknown here, but you're being encouraged not to fear anything because you're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore, old ways of being in your life, in relationship. You're approaching this initiation, and it is a rite of passage. You've made it to this point. Cross the bridge. You'll be fine. Okay, so that's an important message too. Then I went to, and I'm just showing you the guidebook. This is a brand new deck, and I've been playing with it. It's the second deck from Moonology, but it's her manifestation deck. So it's different than the original Moonology. So what had happened was I pulled from the deck because we're so close to the new moon. I wanted to give you some moon energy. And what we got was first quarter moon in Cancer. And it says push through any insecurity. And then what happened was I got insecure. I did. This is honest. So I said, well, let me go to the Moonology deck because maybe I need a broader message. Wouldn't you know, the card I picked was a first quarter moon card. And so in this deck, we're just looking at the phases of the moon and what they mean. So first quarter moon is an energy of your commitment being tested. So I'm reading this one first, even though I picked the other one first, and here's why. Because it says for the first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. And this energy is between, the first quarter moon is between a new moon and a full moon. So you can go to Google and look at the phases of the moon. The new moon is on the 4th or 5th, and then the full moon should be 2 weeks later, so it's about a week from the 4th or 5th. should be a first quarter moon. I'm not sure what sign it will be in, but it's about, it's time to recommit to your dream. So you'll use the energy of the first quarter moon to recommit. Do you believe it will come true? Is this bee spirit prosperity thing something you really believe you deserve? Is it part of your dream, the abundance, the prosperity? Or have you given up due to questioning your worthiness of it? Love that message. So then the card I initially picked, first quarter moon in Cancer, is telling you what you may need to recommit and how you may need to, what you may need to push through. And this card says push through any insecurity. Don't allow self-doubt to derail you. You may come out of the gate strong with the new moon, with your intentions, and feel really good, but then allow fears and doubts to get the better of you and to cloud your vision. So manifest this energy, use this energy to manifest on a Monday, because that is the moon's day at the first hour after daybreak. So it's wherever daybreak is, whatever time of day it is for you, that first hour, yeah, you may have to get up a little early, is when your commitment is being tested and you'll be pushing through any insecurities. So that's how you can use that energy. I wanted to really understand how to use the deck, so I second guessed myself. So recommit and push through any insecurities or doubts that, you know, this new initiation, this rite of passage, this new phase you're shifting into, that it might bring some serious abundance your way in life, in love, in happiness, in tangible material goods as well, material objects. So believe you deserve it. Push through your insecurities. Are you ready, Taurus? We're moving on to your tarot. So let's take a peek at what's coming through in your connection. What is coming through for our beautiful Taurians, or those who love them? If you're here as a cross watcher, that's fine. Welcome. You may need to flip energies around. That's true for anybody. Not a date or time specific message for this part of the reading. The oracle feels a little more connected to the new moon. So I'll just, leave that for you to decide. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do hope if you enjoy the reading or my energy that you'll join us here by subscribing. And for those of you who are longtime subscribers, I love you, mean it. Thank you so much for that support. Okay. Moving forward, but proceeding with caution, being very deliberate and intentional. This is perfect energy. Very Taurian, by the way. And here's what the challenge is. The challenge is there's a challenge. The Five of Wands, there's some conflict here that you're moving through it. You're proceeding through this energy cautiously. Excuse me. So what's below here in your subconscious awareness, maybe it's like your underlying feelings. You're feeling inspired on some level, but you're not sure if the path ahead is clear or if it's rife with chaos or competition or an interloper or some kind of conflict. So while you're feeling inspired subconsciously, you got the Danger Will Robinson energy going for you here. That is my Lost in Space reference for those of you who are fans of my youth. Anyway, in the past, Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a lesson you learned almost the hard way. I'm feeling like in this case, you almost lost the forest for the trees. You got maybe super focused on something and couldn't see the bigger picture. And what's crowning you now here, Taurus, beautiful, finally, forward motion. I feel this is like the crossing energy coming through. You're getting ready to move to either in a new direction or to come through a situation successfully. So what crowns you here, this is beautiful Cancerian energy, and you did get the first quarter moon in Cancer, so I'm feeling a connection there. What's coming through here, what crowns you is where you're going to gain strength to bring about your desired outcome. So for you, it's about moving forward, taking action, as the Bee Spirit Prosperity card told you. This is a success card, a victory card. So I feel like if you take action, and yet it's still telling you the energy is about caution, your present energy. And this may take time. This may unfold over time in like the natural order of things. So the Seven of Pentacles, seeds have been planted. Everything will grow organically. Let it unfold organically. Like, don't push the river here. Your message from Spirit, Three of Pentacles. There's be Spirit. We've got prosperity through collaboration, co-creative energy. This could be a career reading, a work reading for somebody, but it feels almost like if you and your divine counterpart could put your heads together, if you are in communication, even energetically, I'll go as far as to say energetically, there is some kind of measure of abundance that you could co-create. But I feel like Spirit's telling you it's teamwork is needed. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something more that needs to be learned, or somebody is taking a first step in a tangible way. Let's see, your hopes and fears, the Five of Cups. So I feel like there's some backward facing energy here. This feels like it's tapping back into the crossing. Right? It said, don't be afraid. You're ready for this next phase. And I feel like this is telling you also push through any insecurity, because your fears are like, oh my gosh, you know, I just came through this difficult energy in the past and I don't want to go back. But you're kind of looking at it. Remember, the universe wants to give you what you want, but it responds to the dominant energy. If your dominant energy is regret or sorrow or loss or grief, it is going to give you more of that. So I try to let you know that that's part of also your intentions. When you set your intentions for the new moon, do it from feelings. Don't have a specific outcome in mind, but the feeling you want to feel. And that will help you get out of this energy. It will keep you forward facing is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you're manifesting something. Ships may be coming in, but that does require action on your part. So let's go ahead and look at what we've got coming through. So only the one major arcana, the Chariot, Cancerian energy. There it is on the bottom. Whoo, okay. Hold on. This is amazing. I definitely feel somebody here is having a real shift in fortune. Be Spirit with prosperity. Remember, it's a 5, and I feel like I want to kick myself, because when I pulled the card, the first thing I thought was interesting. Card number 5, prosperity. Oh, that's the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So essentially, I feel like you're treading cautiously. Okay. I'm going to get organized, I swear. Be Spirit. Be Spirit. So, see why you're moving cautiously. The danger, Will Robinson. Conflict ahead. Detour ahead. Whatever that 5 of Wands is for you, it's representing some form of a challenge or a conflict or a little bit of shake-up chaos. What is coming through clarifying that is that you're unsure if you're on stable ground. Now, the 5 of Pentacles can be about your sense of worth or value. It can actually be about pennies, nickels, dimes, and dollars, right? So I feel like for someone here, there may be a change of literal fortune, and you may be getting on solid, stable financial ground. But for others of you, it is stability and abundance in terms of how you see yourself in connection to this person. And the answers are within. So I feel as if you kind of got to decide how you're going to play this energy, because there's a lot of emotional overwhelm underneath this energy. So I feel as if, almost as if you're proceeding with caution. The 7 of Cups is like residual energy from past conflict. Remember, we have the 5 of Cups here. So there's something from the past for you, Taurus, that threw you off, that you are actually in either intimidated by or fearing, or your memory of it, like it's so close under the skin that you kind of have a trigger response. So you're being guided here to go within to get some clarity around what this means for you. Where is this instability coming from that may, right? Like may require you to, your commitment is being tested through that and require you to recommit and push through your insecurities. So the Oracle is figuring super prominently here for you today. Doesn't always, but it is right now. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're resisting this impulse, I feel like you are you've gotten used to being on your own here, Nine of Pentacles. And so even though you're feeling some energy, some momentum, some passion rising, and possibly feeling motivated to take some action, you're resisting it a little bit. Almost like, yeah, I'm kind of good here on my own. I don't know if I want to get back out there in the mix with others yet. The Three of Cups can be third-party energy, but it's kind of coming through as that beast spirit where I said it requires the energy of others, or at least one other. I feel like you're like kind of, I'm not sure I want that. I'm kind of okay on my own. The Nine of Pentacles isn't reclusive. She represents a single person in the tarot, you know, the one with lots of suitors and lots of luxury and can attract anything to her that she desires. But she doesn't have the love life. And sometimes we set ourselves up to stay in that energy. Just a little note to self. So in the past, yeah, working on communication and it didn't come through. Feel like you really tried and focused on either re-engaging with this person, but they weren't having it, or, you know, there was too much drama, too much conflict, and you just wanted to turn your back on the conflict. Could be with a Queen of Wands. That could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or just somebody who was very strong-willed. Strong-willed in opposition is how it feels. I don't feel the Queen of Wands was your energy. I feel it's the energy of another person. Could be your divine counterpart, even if they're a male, that's okay. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very alluring and who knows that they have power. They use their power in a little bit of magical, mysterious ways, hence the little black cat. Takes no prisoners kind of energy. It's a little different from the King of Wands. But here we are with the Chariot. Moving forward after healing. Could be healing after maybe some little energy here with this Page of Wands. It's very possible that there was a failure to launch here, a false start, because I'm seeing the Page of Wands in this case is almost you healing and moving on from some energy that wasn't as invested as you were, that was a little more in it for the moment, in it for the minute, as one would say. I'm getting away from calling this the player card because it doesn't feel like an intentional energy like the Seven of Swords feels. So to me, the Page of Wands, I'm trying to get away from that because I used to say it all the time. It does have that in terms of acting on impulse in the moment to get one's needs met. But that doesn't always have an ill intent. It's not always a malintended energy. So I'm being careful about that here. But I feel like that's what came through. You were coming from something bigger and this person was in it for the minute. And that's what you've been healing over and you're ready to move forward. Underneath is the Queen of Swords. I feel that's perfect energy. Kind of feel like you've been holding back. There are some questions that you may still have. This is the Truth Seeker, Truth Teller card. This Queen of Swords, cut to the chase. Check your emotions at the door. So I like that that's what's propelling you forward because it suggests that you're kind of rising up out of the drama and emotion of it all and thinking very logically and approaching the situation from the vantage point of your perspective, your thoughts about it, and trying to get clarity around it. That's a good energy. That will serve that Chariot well. Seven of Pentacles. Another Taurian card. To me, that is a card of Taurus because Taurus is the gardener of the zodiac, and hence we have you here. Yeah, if you wait for it, right? If you plant it, they will come. That's exactly like, what was that? That was the baseball movie. If you build it, they will come. Well, if you plant it, the happiness will come. Really beautiful energy. Yes. We've got double Leo here. Wow, wow, wow. Queen of Wands can be a Leo too. A simple reference if the person you're dealing with has Leo in their chart. That may be why all the Leo's coming out. But this is about, being courageous, gathering your strength, your courage, and your confidence to overcome that Five of Wands, to know you can heal from the page. And maybe this is going to inspire you, Ace of Wands, to kind of come out of the shadows and not resist getting back out in the mix again. And of course, underneath is the Moon card. So I do feel on some level, even though you're going to plant these seeds and work on gathering up your courage and your confidence to know that you can manifest this sun. I feel that's why the Three of Wands is here. Do feel like you're going to have some residual triggering, like a little bit of nervous apprehension, where you get that, you take 3, 4, 5 steps forward, everything's going good, and then you go, right? And you pull back, right? Push through your insecurity. It could happen in the next week. Honestly, you could have that moment of, oh, did I set the right intentions? Am I taking the right actions? Did I take this one step too far? Don't do it. Don't do it, Taurus. Three of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So you're getting a serious message here that tells you, first of all, underneath is the Nine of Swords. So Spirit's letting you know that on some level, this Nine of Swords with the Moon feels like skittish energy. Like when the cat gets skittish. Feels like that. Cat on a hot tin roof. Here's why. Because Spirit's telling you, have patience and give things time to come into flow. So that's the Temperance card. But it's also telling you to control your own impulses, right? Don't just give in to every little temptation you have. This is going to take time between Spirit saying between me, you, and your divine counterpart. Pentacles. Pentacles are the slowest moving of the elements. Often taking years, just gonna say it. And so it's kind of telling you, beware of your own impulses, or not just your own impulses, your temptation to either handle everything by yourself or act on your own impulse. You're being told to maintain some self-control and restraint. Don't let your anxieties pull you, feels like a pull with the devil, pull you in another direction where you already came from, right? Okay, Page of Pentacles, the energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. There's that Five of Cups. Wow. I feel like you have totally mirrored energy with this person. They're taking that first step, but it's really based on what they need to learn about what happened, right? Because the Five of Cups is here for both of you. There are regrets on both sides, mistakes made on both sides, sense of sadness, loss, and grief, looking back, reflecting. This person is coming to understand possibly about their own complacency, that they had an opportunity for a new beginning here, but they were complacent. They rested on their laurels, or they didn't. That might have been what the conflict was you were trying to work things through in communication, and this person may have just split, or just flaked out. We do have the Five of Pentacles. Could have ghosted you entirely. So they are taking their first steps in understanding their complacency, because underneath they're going, oh, in their subconscious, they're like, oh, I had a chance. I had a chance at a new beginning and a new cycle, but I stayed where I was. So that's the energy that surrounds you that you may be unaware of, and I feel it's a total mirroring of your own hopes and fears. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? See the Ace of Wands? Well, here it is again. And here's your thing, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get burned by this again. I don't want somebody peeing on my leg and telling me it's raining again. So I'm just going to shut down. Either that or fearing that somebody tells you that they feel the same passion and they really don't. So this Four of Pentacles could be, you know, what you do in response, or it could be part of your fear that subconsciously this person isn't showing their full hand and maybe shielding their heart, or have their guard up, or be keeping you at arm's length. So I do feel your fears are about what happened in the past. And here you are, Ace of Wands, getting this divine gift of inspired passion and wanting to take the action, but then you're fearing, you're resisting it, and kind of thinking like, maybe I'm better off just being single, because what you got last time was either deceived or somebody who just, you know, sold you a bill of goods, told you they were ready for a thing that they weren't ready for, told you they were open, but then they shut the door. Whatever it means for you, Taurus, that Four of Pentacles could be you in response to what you would really like to take action on, but spending too much time in the past and needing this reminder to push through your insecurities. Your commitment to your dream is being tested. So that and your hopes and fears is something for you to examine for yourself. Going forward, your potential outcome. Back to the beginning, right? Your ships will come in if you are very methodical and deliberate. So the action you have to take is conscious, it's deliberate, it's intentional, it's methodical, it's responsible, it's practical. You can set your watch by it. And that's why Spirit gave you the Devil and the Temperance card together. Don't fall prey to your own insecurities, your own ego, your own shadow, where you all of a sudden can't resist temptation and you do a thing that you probably shouldn't do, and then you worry about it later. Be methodical. Your ships will come in, and there it is. So I feel something really lovely coming in for you here, Taurus. If you just proceed as you knew from the start, when you first showed up in this reading, your energy was like, oh, danger, Will Robinson. I'm going to proceed with caution. Really lovely. And there's the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom again. So that's part of the focus from the past moving forward into the future, but I don't need to put it there. So the signs that showed up for you here, Taurus, we have a little bit of Virgo in that Nine of Pentacles. If that speaks to you, great. I already said the Queen of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. That's it for now. The extended is all from the perspective of the Divine Masculine. So doesn't matter what their sign is. This is the reading it will be based on. So we're going to look at how they show up in the reading, that first card out. I'm going to pull cards for how they see the situation, or what they think about the situation, like what's their take on it. Then how do they feel about you right now, and what are their intentions toward you going forward. I will pick another card for you from Spirit or the universe to help you navigate and manage the energies that come through from the Divine Masculine, and I'll close out with some additional oracle. The link to that is below, Taurus. Please join me there. I look forward to seeing you. Otherwise, take care. Have a great day. Have a good new moon, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.